guys. Well, today's the day. As I left off last time, I took the old Procharger out and sold it to a guy out of, I think, the Bronx or Brooklyn. So I had an opportunity to get another blower, so I definitely went with it, and it's finally here. It's the D1X. Came with a lot more stuff than I thought I was going to get, so definitely that should help with installing it. But stuff like this never goes easy. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of swearing, throwing shit, walking away from it. But hopefully in the next day or two I can get this hooked up and see what it does. But it's definitely going to be a game changer compared to the old Procharger P1200 I had before, which I really loved, but it was time to move up, and I couldn't let this opportunity go by. So, well, stay tuned. I'll be back shortly. I'm going to try to figure out what half this shit is and get moving on it. They did send a book, which I was kind of shocked, but I don't know how much it's going to help me, but at least it gives me something. If not, YouTube is the way to go. All right, be back shortly. All right, one issue I'm seeing is right here. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. So we will look at that. Because, of course, I put extended ball joints in it. Get more front end travel, but now it kicked the control arm up. So I don't know what's going to happen when I hit a bump. If this is going to come up and hit it. And that is a fucking problem. But we will see. I'm noticing another problem, so I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm sure there's some 69 Camaros running this bracket to find out what upper radiator hose I can run with it, because I can't turn it or nothing to get it to clear. We'll have to look at that later. So that's problem number 2 I'm seeing. All right, head unit is on, and this thing is fucking big. I did try closing the hood, it closes, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to clock this a little bit. Not sure, but I will look into that. Shouldn't be hard to do, but we'll see. Everything becomes a pain in the ass, but I'm really worried about that upper control arm. So, well, fixable, just a pain in the ass. Welcome back. A few more things that I'm coming across. My last setup, I kind of pieced together. It really wasn't made for first gen or whatever, but we made it work. In running a crank trigger, I had to shim the pulleys out like 3/8 of an inch. Especially with a crank pulley that wasn't made for the setup. So now that I got all correct stuff, I got to take these spacers back out. And then I do that, everything should line up. But I'm definitely going to have trouble with the water pump. Not the water pump, the alternator. They send me this offset pulley to go with everything, to make it plug and play, I guess. Well, it doesn't go in. It goes in, but it doesn't go far enough to tighten it down. So I don't know what to do with this yet. So I don't know if there's another alternator I can get that has a longer shaft on it, or use the original one, which looks like it has the same pattern, same depth. A little bit different, but use this out and shim the alternator out. But so we shall see. But that's another issue I came. But at least I had a couple water pump gaskets to do this. Right now I got it jacked up, a bucket under it. so I can get some of the antifreeze out, because I hate slipping in that shit and then the dogs try to drink it. But it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. So I'll check back in a little while. I don't think this is going to be running today. I don't even think I'm going to push it. So it'll probably be a 2-part, maybe 3. I ordered a couple things. Another thing I'm doing, I don't know if I said it in the last video, but the air filter they sent me will not fit. There's no way. Unless I get some kind of angles up and somehow get it like that. But then I got the crank evac hoses. I don't know, but I think that's kind of a minor problem. You know, I'll figure something out with that, or even check with them. Maybe they got a shorter one, or angled or something. So, well, that's where we are so far. We'll be back. Okay, I got the water pump off. I plugged the old oil return line fitting from my old supercharger, because it used the engine oil. You know, it wasn't self-contained like this one. I really don't have anything tightened down yet, but still need a few things. It's all minor bullshit stuff. The only thing I'm really worried about is right there. I gotta really play around to see if this thing is gonna hit or not. There's a lot of room in it right now, but I have the car jacked up, so but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to fuck around with that. But that's about it. I don't think I'm gonna get too much more done today, so we'll see what goes on. I'm sure I'll have another update within a day or two.